It's at 9:40 and in today's video we are doing Koenigsegg Agera R. Now people will argue that this is the best hypercar in the game because of the way it handles, but it handles pretty well, but also it's a little bit of a struggle, but it's one of the fastest cars if you can handle it decently. So that's why people say it's the best one. But I have a Pro Tune on this. Now, if you want to know who I get my Pro Tunes off, it's Milita Gaming Community. So he does all the Pro Tunes that I use because they just work best for me. And he's the one that comes up on my feed. So this is the Pro Tune I've got set up for this one. It might be an older tune of his, but that's what I've got it set as. So copy it if you want. But we're going to get into customization. So we've got it fully upgraded. You can see I've driven 51 miles because one of the best cars. I'm going to have to give it a go, I know. So there we go. 1,400 brake horsepower. Pretty quick. Handles okay, I like it. I think I might have edited the tune a little bit myself, but I don't think I did. But let's get into customization, because there's a few different colours you can go with. Black, dark blue, green. Green looks nice. Grey, blue, which I used to go with. Orange, which is what we're going to go with. Red, yellow, or the white. I already said yellow back, so that's why. Ready, visual parts. So there's a few different options. You can do add some more vents, and that one actually makes the stock vent bigger, which is kind of cool. I do like these, the way they look. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they do stuff like that in Need for Speed, and I'm a fan of the way that looks. So I'm going to go with that. But if you change it to the last one, you get that whole three lights in. But I kind of like this, so I'm going to go with this look. For the front, we can change splitters. You can have more lights on the front. Not a fan of that. Let's just go with the extra splitters. Wheels, you can change them if you choose to. They are cool wheels, but I do like the way they look a lot more. Caliper colour, we're going to stick it in the orange, but it doesn't have Koenigsegg written on it, unfortunately. Now for this, we can make smaller mirrors. I guess we don't need them. Make them more aerodynamic, I guess. It's aerodynamic is the way you'd say that. Bigger vents, I don't see what the purpose would be, but sure. And the spoiler, so we could go with that one, but that's a bit boring. We'll go with this one. Nice. And then for the rear, I kind of like them, but also not particularly, because the exhaust in the middle is where you want it to kind of stay. So I'll say we're going to go with, I don't know what I want. Kind of, maybe this. Yeah, we're going to go with this because we'll be here forever else. So I think that's all the customization. Yeah. Other than the interior, but it doesn't matter too much. So now let's stick on some vanties. Right then, so the vanties I've gone with here, you can see we've gone for the orange tyres here, orange smoke, the ultimate nitro is what they call it. I don't know why I chose that, I just did. We've got the blinking orange underglow, blacked out tint, and that's all we're doing there for today. So now let's take it to the summit activity, which, because we have to use this car for the summit. That's not the summit place, but here it is, so we're going to get into it. And we're doing this event here, taking action. Now it doesn't look like it looks like a shorty event, but let's get into it and see what it's like. Now, like I said, I have a Pro Tune on here, so this shouldn't be a struggle. But we are on a difficulty of 3, so that could make things interesting for us, because we're not the best driver, but I'm not the worst either. Racing against a bunch of other Koenigsegg's. Oh, I do know this track actually. On it's one of it's the electric events. Oh, I really don't like the electric stuff, to be honest. I don't like having to choose a different line just to get boost or nitrous or whatever you want to call it. But I am not a fan. You just damaged my back bumper. So you've got to change your lines just so you get the nitrous, because if you don't, you're going to be slow, aren't you? So like, yeah, so I'll take the outside line if I want all that nitrous. But then, look, me being me, messed up my line, and all that nitrous was for nothing. Because if I'd done a cleaner line, I would have had a faster run. But the tune for this one does actually help me handle the car, because usually I'm spinning out losing traction and things, but with a decent tune on your car, you can make some of the worst cars handle decently. So it's extremely twitchy though, even with this tune. It is a difficult car to perform with, but see, there's me misjudging the corner. Mainly I'm going for boost, which is also ruining the way I'm being with it. But we're still going to get a time, because we're going to be able to finish it in third, I reckon. So we finished in second. Not too bad, but could have done better if I actually stayed on the track, but that was driving error. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.